Good morning and namaskar. Today we'll first take a look at Wipro Ltd. You see, some of these biggies, IT biggies, I cover them because they are big. They are the prestigious ornaments of India. It is led by Azim, Premiji and his son Rishab Premiji. Of course, they have put somebody else for managing the daily affairs. Wipro Ltd has done reasonably well in the IT sector in Q3. The total income for Q3 is 15,670 crores. 15,670 crores. Ordinarily, we are dealing with companies which are in the range of 670 crores or even much less than that. 100 crores like that. But these are all companies, TCS, Infosys, Wipro. These are all biggies. So total income is 15,670 crores for Q3 quarter. For Q2 it is 15,097 crores. And for Q3 of last year, 15,471 crores. So not any great improvement year on year, 1.29% year on year. Quarter on quarter there is an improvement of 3.8%. So ordinarily I would be looking at an increase of 20% income and 100% profit. But here we are dealing with single digit growths in IT sector. That itself is taken as a big thing in the IT sector. So total income has grown by 1.28% year on year and 3.8% quarter on quarter. Employee cost is around 8,277 crores. That's also year on year up by 0.47%, but down by 0.48% quarter on quarter. Now final net profit. Other things are normal. 2,968 crores in Q3. The final net profit, 2,968 crores. And previous quarter, 2,466 crores. 2,466 crores. Year ago quarter, 2,456 crores. This is a little more decent. It's not in single digits, double digits. 21% year on year and 20% quarter on quarter. Not bad for an IT company. This time Infosys, TCS and Wipro all have done well in that respect. Basic EPS 5.21, diluted EPS is 5.17. And there also growth is 20% year on year and quarter on quarter. Current market price is around 445. Price earning is therefore 21.51. It is at a discount compared to TCS, Infosys, etc. Volumes are good. Buying, selling, no problem whatsoever. As we have seen, gross revenue in billions, 156.7 billions or 15,670 crores. 3.7% quarter on quarter, 1.3% year on year. Non-GAAP constant currency IT services segment revenue increased by 3.4%. That is considered great for IT companies. So operating margin for the quarter was at 21.7%, an increase of 243 basis points quarter on quarter and 329 basis points year on year. Net income is 29.7 billion or 2,970 crores. Increase of 20.8% or 21%, let us say. So operating cash flows are at 44.3 billion or let us say 4,430 crores, which is 149.4% of the net income. Cash flows are good for all these IT companies. Cash flows are very good. Wipro declared an interim dividend of rupees 1. In dollar terms, 0.0141 per equity share. Now, the CEO and managing director is Thierry Delaporte. He says Wipro has delivered a second consecutive quarter of strong performance on order booking, revenue, and margins. Five of our sectors have grown over 4% sequentially. We closed our largest ever deal win in continental Europe. TCS said approximately the same thing, Infosys said approximately the same thing. They have all closed largest ever deals. The demand environment is steadily improving, especially for digital transformation, digital operations, and cloud services. I am also pleased to share with you that we have moved into our new organization structure. Some new organization structure they have formed, and it is stabilizing very quickly. Their chief financial officer is Jatin Dalal. Our margins are now at 22 quarters high. You see, Infosys also said that, TCS also said that. So margins are very high during Q3 for all the three IT biggies. The expansion was led by improved revenue growth trajectory and excellence in operations, and several metrics are at an all-time high. Operating cash flows grew by 45% year-on-year, significant improvement in outstanding receivables. Outlook for quarter ending March 31st, that is Q4. We expect revenue from IT service business to be in the range of $2,102 million to $2,143 million. This translates into a sequential growth of 1.5% to 3.5%. It could be minimum 1.5%, maximum 3.5%, like that. And recently there was a buyback of shares. A total of 23.75 crore equity shares were bought back under the buyback at a price of 400 per equity share. The total amount utilized in the buyback is 9,500 crores, Wipro said. Now they also said something, the theory developer said the growing acceptance of remote delivery. See, work from home has become a normal thing in the IT services. That's what he is telling. The growing acceptance of remote delivery of services is providing a new operating lever for Indian IT. Offshoring. Distance has become less of a problem. The offshore effort mix at Infosys also rose to the highest levels in more than a decade during the last quarter. Likewise, Wipro, likewise TCS, etc. Wipro's offshore revenues as a percentage of the total revenues are possibly the highest in its reporting history, in all history. The offshore revenue is the highest during Q3. That's what we find. So sequential growth is 3.9%, constant currency growth is 3.4%, operating margin is about 22%. Now, where did the revenue come from? Which services? BFSI, banking, financial services, insurance, etc. 30.5%. Highest is from BFSI. It differs from company to company. BFSI contribute the highest for Wipro. Communications 5.2%, consumer 16.4%, that's the second highest. Energy, natural resources, utilities 13.1%, health 13.9%. So BFSI, consumer and health, they have contributed the highest. Manufacturing 8.3%, technology 12.6%. Geographical distribution, if you see, Europe contributes 25.2%, that is second. Americas contribute 57.6%, rest of the world 17.2%. We have seen revenue guidance is between quarter on quarter, that is Q4, 1.5% to 3.5%. Next year what happens, God only knows. Very difficult to predict. Next quarter they are able to predict. That also is not necessary as far as I see. So if you are winning lot of deals, revenue will go up. Customer concentration of the revenue. Top 1 fellow contributes 3.1%. Top 5 fellows contribute 11.9%. Top 10 fellows contribute 18.9%. The total headcount is 1,90,308. Attrition rate, trailing 12 months, 11%. Gross utilization is 74.8%. Not very high, but not low. Offshore revenue is 52.7%. They said, in the history it is the highest. Cash flow metrics, if you see that, operating cash flow is 149.4% of net income. Free cash flow, operating cash flow 149.4%, free cash flow 132.7% of the net income. So they have closed 12 deals with more than 30 million total contract value, and the total contract value now is $1.2 billion. They also closed their largest ever deal in continental Europe with Metronome, hired about 14,000 employees, onboarding of more than 2,900 employees in Q3 itself, declared interim dividend. So overall, Wipro has done well, Infosys has done well, TCS has done well. We'll see the others also. Others also have done well. We have seen Mindtree has done better than this. Of course, it's a mid-size or even a small scale in IT sector, but it is doing well. So let us see. Let us see that Q3 appears to be good for many companies. Not for all companies, not even for the majority of the companies, but many companies are doing very well. Let us pick the best of them. I'll be back with you with another very good company. Thank you.